Everybody. Oh. Hello everybody, this is Jandy the Artsy-Rose, and welcome back to the spin-off. I'm sorry about that short video. It's my phone was dying and I needed to let it have a break, but apparently I had the nerve to actually see the rest of the episode while unrecorded, just to see how much it would last while it was on the charger. Normally, when I'm using my phone while it's on the charger, the battery will actually die out. Well, lately, apparently, it's actually been doing a little better. It's acting like my Samsung tablet. Instead of dying out on me whenever I'm using it, it's actually charging. Or at least I think it was, because normally the breaking point, the dying point for my phone is 5% on its battery. That's when it tells me that it desperately needs to be charged, and that's how much power was left on the battery when the episode had ended. And if that's how it stayed by the time we were practically starting episode 2 or Chapter 2, and I have to wholeheartedly apologize for not letting you see the episode. But I'll make up for this. I will show you just what I will entertain you, like I intend to. Well, we're not getting any younger, are we? Let's enjoy this. Happy Memorial Day, Niflheim. The second half. Right. The world of the new page was yet another familiar sight. Hey, it's the throne room. Looks like it. I knew it. We seem to have gotten tossed into the next page. Hey, can we get out of here? Get out of here? There's gotta be a way. If we get to the last page, I think everything will naturally go back to normal, so no worries. You're right. If we just calm down and think about what we're doing, things will work out. Indeed. And besides, while we're here, we might as well get what we came for. Since this is the Book of Time, that means everything that happens here actually happened right. Yeah, it's like watching a play, you think? That sounds like a good way of calming down and dealing with this. Sharing a gaze, we nodded at each other. What's that voice? We're getting more and more people. Things sure are going well. So too, right, Gramps? Let's check it out. I ran up with Philippe in the direction of the voice. We haven't cleared up the forest our legs yet, but from now on, I want to make it more like, boom boom over there, and yeah, over here, an exploding-tastic over here. Fun? 'Cause that'll be more fun, right? The weazened zombie caretaker, Old Man Zob, nodding at Jean's words. It looks like this is Niflheim right after the country was founded. I see. So that's why there is no one in the castle, right? Well, it is written that when the country was first founded, there was an overwhelming lack of people. Oh, but still, having a castle with just the king and this old man in it, it's a little lonely. Old Man sitting in front of the king, brought a cup of tea to his mouth. The soft fragrance of the tea floated to my nostrils as well, making me really feel his slice of quiet time. The king poured himself another cup of tea from the pot on the table. I can't believe that the Niflheim we've now came from. This. Really, I think the king over there has got the same gleam in his eyes that our king now does, though. You're right. This kingdom has always had the king's passion igniting its history, huh? The king went on and on about how he'd rule the country to old man, animating the discussion with body and hand movements. Just as Philip said, the king in front of us wasn't at all different from the king we met in town a while ago. He was so full of hope, he looked like he had large wings from his back. Jandy, it looks like the page is changing again. Let's go. Philip lightly pushed my back, and I began walking, and kept the desire to make an anthem the king would love fresh on my mind. In the next page, we were on the balcony. The place was deserted and completely silent. The view outside was dark enough to be a far cry from the regular capital. Are you tired? Philip gently put his palm on my back. I'm fine. But my, that was so interesting. Indeed, to think that the kingdom saw these kinds of days, too, huh? Looking at the vast, empty, unimproved land left me feeling a bit lonesome. The capital we know is completely different. Someday this place will be filled with smiling people. With the king and everyone else, you and I too. That wonderful future is in store. Oh, Philip, thinking of writing the king's biography next? Well, yeah. Isn't the thought just exciting when you think about how this turned into the capital we now know and love? Of course it's exciting. I was super excited when I made this place. That's why it turned out so great. Huh? Your Majesty. Oh, Your Majesty. Now, the people here shouldn't be able to see us, if I remember correctly. Well, I'm afraid I can see you two just fine. Which means you're the real king. Wait, why are you here? Whoa, you got it all wrong. It's not like I ran in here to get away from punishment or any... So, Lord Orlando was going to punish you? And you ran away here, huh? Well, yeah, coming in here is kind of punishment in itself, right? Gives me time to reflect. Your Majesty, I'll keep this a secret from Orlando. Really? Oh, that's the Philip I know. So, what are you guys doing? I mean, I heard you saying Orlando piled on expectations or something, 'cause you don't have to worry about that. But I said it's fine, so it's fine. I was around for this age, so I want to cherish all of this past stuff. But I asked you to make the anthem, Philip, because you know Niflheim as it is now. Niflheim as it is now. The country we love and enjoy now. That's all you have to sing about. It's really important to know the past, but isn't the future really what's important? With that, the king spun around and jabbed a finger towards us. Well, that's what he said. Philip, do you think you can write us a song? I've got a pretty good idea now. Think I can work something out. How about you, Jandy? Why are you asking me? You're a resident of Niflheim, too. Since it's the anthem, I want to respect how the people who sing it feel, too. Good idea. Come on, Jandy. You can speak your mind. That's a little sudden, but I think we should go with... something everyone can sing. Something everyone can sing. Yeah, rather than something difficult and complicated, something everyone can hum and have fun with. That kind of song would be best. Something everyone can sing. It would certainly be nice if I came up with one like that. Agreed. You do? Even I can join in on the singing. The king and his people coming together to sing the anthem. What a wonderful thought. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a lot like present Niflheim too. Oh, you're right. Hey, how about going with that? Leave it to me. I'll make it the best song I can. Do your best. Do your best. Well, discussion out of the way. Let's head home. Indeed. We're at about the last chapter of the book, too. Your Majesty, if you don't get back soon, Orlando will probably double his punishment. Could you keep the scary stuff to a minimum? Jandy, that was terrible. You worry about me more. Just thinking about Orlando's punishment. Stop! Not listening! With a laugh, Philip slid his arm around my shoulder. The three of us stared at the Niflheim of the past. Then, just like when we arrived, my consciousness went black for just a moment. I could see through the curtain of the day's special stage on the other side. I could see through the curtain of the day's special stage on the other side, to the other side. The people there, chattering amongst themselves, were all waiting for me. My voice kind of isn't listening to me. Oh my, princess. Is something the matter? Your face seems a little pale. Don't worry about me. Thanks, Chap.02. But I knew my voice was quivering, making me end up letting out a bitter smile. Today was Founding Day, and I was on standby behind the stage. And up to me came the king, talking to me from behind, visibly in the mirror in front of me. Oh, you're so excited about singing in front of everyone. Yeah, I'm really glad I can finally sing a song in front of everyone. But it looks like I'm getting cold feet before the real. It hit me just how big of a job being the first to sing the anthem was, and my fingers went cold. Princess, are you nervous? If you are, allow me to tell one of my best jokes. Thanks, Chap.02, but I'm fine, really. I've got it. With that, I pulled out a folding fan. Back when I was still alive. It was the first gift I'd received from Philippe, the antique folding fan. Just holding it made me feel a sense of comfort, as if he was standing right there next to me. A rather well put together fan, if I do say so myself. Wait, that wasn't the joke, but I must say, as expected of our author. Chap.02, thank you. I feel a little less nervous now. Glad to hear it. Well then, I'll be waiting for you to take the stage. Oh yeah. Well, let me get going. Fixing up my dress, I stood up and... Jandy. Philip. I turned around to see Philip running my way. You'll be fine. With all the practice you did, I'm sure you'll love your song. I'll be watching you. That's all I wanted to say. Here, Jandy. Alright, I'm off. Philip gave me a gentle push, and I took the stage. The zombie band began to perform a pleasant melody, and Philip had, slipped out into the audience. Our eyes met, and just with that, I felt like I could do this. Even though my voice was quivering so much a while ago, it feels like my voice has wings. I'll be right back.